All right, Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rahakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who were well. Peace and blessings to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakathum. And I'm going to just title this, He'll unplug the controller before he loses the game. All right. Now, this is based on something I was thinking about earlier. You know, back in the day, if you're playing a certain fighting game, or maybe it's like NBA 2K, you have that bitter, sore loser that you'll play against sometimes. All right. Now, my thing back in the day was Street Fighter. All right. Marvel vs. Capcom and all of that. I never played Tekken. You know, some brothers are into that, but there's always a Jake, a nigga, if you will, that you whooping him, but instead of him just taking the L like a man, he unplugs the controller, man. All right, and he has no dignity because he'll beat you with an unplugged controller and still feel good about himself, man. You know, and that's what we're dealing with today with the devil. Now, the topic at hand that kind of gave me the inspiration for this lesson was a law that got passed, all right, over there in Scotland, saying you can get up to 7 years now for the things that you say. All right, and we already know where this is going. We already know the buzz terms that they call it. You know, they claim to be against hate, but they're the most hateful ones. All right, even though the Most High is with hate and He is with hating evil. All right, we're actually commanded to hate evil and love good. Okay, but he's guising it with all of these programming buzzwords, all right, that have been put into the media for the past 10 years, basically, man. All right, and now it's not just something on a college campus with a bunch of blue-haired, you know, rebellious women. Now it's making it into these NGOs, into these political organizations, these think tanks. All right, and what have they decided? That they're gonna shut you down. They're gonna unplug your controller. All right, because they're losing. And here's the thing: the people of the world that are against it, they're wicked too. But that's how wicked the devil is that even the heathen and the lesser of his people, all right, are protesting against it because it's all wickedness, man. All of it. You see, all of it. The scriptures say when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, man. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. And this is what you're seeing. And instead of him addressing the mourning of the people, well, he just decided to shut you down. And this is gonna grow. All right, they're just getting started with this thing, man. They really do not want us on the highways and byways. We don't have too much longer dealing with this, man. All right. Says J.K. Rowling will not be arrested under new Scottish HATE law, says police. Okay. It says the Scottish government's contentious HATE crime law came into force on Monday. The author and gender-critical activist posted a thread on X saying the legislation was wide open to abuse after listing, you know, SE X-ray offenders who had described themselves as, you know, a transformer, basically, alongside well-known activists just like them, describing them as men, every last one of them. All right, so there's a lot of Houdini-like movement going on. There, when I was reading some of the language of it, it's very vague, man. What he decides is hate is very wide open to interpretation. Any judge can look at that and say, well, you said his shoes didn't match, so we got to lock you up to 7 years. You see, and that's how Esau does his wickedness. He'll say, well, it won't be too bad on paper. All right, just like the police, they can't just pop you in the head on paper. But when you get down to how it's executed, when you look at it, they have something called discretion. And so do judges. They have discretion. Okay, that's where he does all of his wickedness, because he's not straight up with it. You know, he's the wicked, but he's also a hoe. All right, he's not in his old spirit, but he's coming back to it because he's being forced to be desperate, because this whole information war he's been waging, he's failing miserably. So now that plan is failed, he's gonna have to get back to the old Esau. Something you people haven't seen in generations, man. All right. Anyway, let me go to the first precept. I'll get that in 2nd Esdras. All right. We know about the famine of the word. These scriptures, we bring them out often. But if you notice, we're having to bring them out more and more often. Why? Because things are shifting, man. This is where things are going. All right. This is 2nd Esdras chapter 5. All right. And I'll start at verse 9. I'll start at verse 8. There shall be confusion also in many places. All right. And that's what you have with the gender, this and that, with the left, right, this and that. You know, everything on every avenue has been confounded and confused, man. Even basic conversations have been confused. That's where we are. It says, and the fire shall be oft sent out again. All right. And the wild beasts shall change their places. Okay. So these women are going to be in trouble pretty soon, man. These people that think that they're high value, they're going to be in trouble pretty soon. Why? Because the animals are going to start moving differently. They're going to know. Animals know before humans do what's going on. When a natural earthquake or natural disaster is getting ready to happen, they know, man. Okay, they're in the spirit, in their own spirit, you know, with the earth. Okay. So when you start seeing animals behaving strangely, just know that's just yet one more sign that this place is out of here, man. And I was watching the viral video the other day. This gorilla got loose in his enclosure, man. The Edomite women were terrified, man. She was literally hiding behind a tree inside the gorilla enclosure, man. These monkeys gonna fuck a lot of you people up. Excuse my French, Salakia. Man, you people deserve it too, man. Anyway, it says, then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into its secret chamber. And that's talking about the men of the Lord, the prophets, the truth. Okay, these things are temporary, man. This is why we tell you not to make no tarrying, man. Not to put the Lord off day to day. Okay. The scriptures say, seek him early. You cannot be thinking you got it and it's on some bullshit. All right. Because the scriptures say the day of the Lord will be like a thief in the night, but only to the wicked and to the lazy. All right. And deep down, if you're convicted, you know what you're supposed to be doing. Okay. You could be coming out to the highways and byways, helping brothers out with things, bringing water. You know, just sitting on the other side watching. You know, you can do videos and bring out articles and read the basics and getting the fundamentals. You can learn, man. At the end of the day, the men that want to do it, they're going to do it. And the men that don't, they're going to make up excuses. But that's between you and the Most High, man. See, he's not going to hear you when you're crying because the baboons at the local zoo got out and they fucking up this neighborhood, or they messing up this neighborhood. Salakia again. All right. He's not gonna hear you when these when the stormtroopers show up, you know, all fitted out, you know, like in Star Wars, they geared up. When they show up, going door to door, he's not trying to hear it then. You see? So you can make excuses now. Scripture say if you deny Yahushua, he's gonna deny you before the Father, man. So make of that what you will, man. The signs are all here. All right. Why do we have to keep going over this over and over? Because this thing keeps growing, man. All right. But it said, wit shall hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. and shall be sought of many and yet not be found. So a lot of people are going to be like, oh man, we should have been asking questions. We go out there every Saturday, man. We go out, we do videos all throughout the week. Okay? Is there sincerity among people? No, but you put a title in there that people want to, they see as entertaining, all right? Then all of a sudden people want to watch, because that's really what it's about. People just want to be entertained. You're numbing yourself from all of the fact that you're having to work paycheck to paycheck, all right? And you're in perpetual debt, all right? And you got all kind of hell on you. So all you want to do is drink, turn up, and feel good about yourself, you know? And from a flesh standpoint, I get it. It's very taxing on the flesh, okay? But we're supposed to grow our spirit enough to offset that, man, all right? To see that we're here because of our own rebellion, man, because we're in a captivity, man, okay? A man that's contrite of heart, he's not gonna let the weight of the world bother him. As a matter of fact, he'll shred off the weight of the world, man, because we're not supposed to be of this world anyway, man. People's opinions of you and how they feel about you in this world should not have the weight that it does on you, you know, on most men, I should say. All right, let me see if there's any more on this. On Tuesday afternoon, it says in this article, police Scotland confirmed that they had received complaints about the social media posts, but added the comments are not assessed to be criminal and no further action will be taken. So people can just report you, man. And who's to say that was a bot doing it? You see how our days here are limited, very limited and numbered. Now you may say that's over there in Scotland, but these are the same people, man. They all talk to each other, man. The same groups, think tanks, lobbyists. They're not just American, okay? The number one lobby in America is who? The small hats, APAC, and all of these other organizations. All right, so you gotta read the tea leaves, proverbial tea leaves, so to speak, which is the prophecy that we're breaking down to you, by the way, man. You got to be able to discern these things, all right? And if things are not clear to you, you have to have enough spirit and care and curiosity and emotional investment to want to know. If you don't have those things, you basically, it's like you don't care, all right? And if you have the attitude that you don't care, then guess what? The day of the Lord is still going to show up. And guess who's not going to care about you? The Most High. Neither will I. I will not care about you in that day. If you're not putting in the work now, you're not my brother. All right? You're among the congregation of the dead, man. That's how it works. The Most High is not doing this wishy-washy in the middle type of thing, man. We're bidding you to the marriage now, okay? You don't get to bust in the middle of a ceremony. Everybody else wearing white. You got on Jabot jeans. Talking about what I miss. No. You're going to get kicked out, man. You might get your ass whooped, you know? Spiritually speaking, we don't promote violence, all right? But that's how the Lord feels about you, though, you know? Like the Johnny come latelys, you know, you can come late, but not too late, all right? The scriptures speak about that man getting a penny in the kingdom of heaven, all right? But there's a cutoff, okay? And if you're behind that cutoff line, I don't know what you want me to do about it, you know? Anyway, there's a couple more. Because this guy, basically, what's happened is Esau it's dawned on him. He's come to the conclusion that he's lost. He's already lost. He already knows he's already lost. He's just not going to tell you. Just like he's telling you, oh, you're not in a recession. But you are. You see these prices, man. You see people, they're selling 250 square foot apartments, man. For a guap. You see? So he's not going to tell you that he's lost. Just like he's not going to tell you that you're in a depression. or a recession. All right. So he only has the appearance that he's still in power. He's not, man. Once Saudi Arabia backed out, once Iran got emboldened to start doing what they're doing, Russia been knew. Okay, Russia been knew that these people, Esau, don't have the power that he purports to have on the world stage. Okay, but now with these small hats, what they've done over there in the land, they've completely exposed themselves, man. They left their chin wide open. All right, and they actually have enough time to cover it, but they're so proud they're not, man. They're gonna get knocked out. All right, and so from a physical standpoint, it's just a matter of time. But information-wise, they've already lost, man. Scripture said he's gonna make Esau bare, that their mouths would fall upon themselves. And the main people bringing out this information are so-called white people, man. They are. Jake, you know, so-called blacks, Latinos, and y'all are so far off, man. And it's Esau's fault on that as well too, because that's the culture, man. Here's Netflix. Here's a new movie. All right. Here's a viral thing going on over here. Here's the most ridiculous thing we could put in front of you in terms of a celebrity. You know, your Sukihanas and all of that. All of these different things to distract you, man. All right. He's done that that's intentional. All right. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you are completely under a spell, man. Still voting. What the hell are y'all doing, man? Y'all don't see what this is? You know? But he's about done, man. All right, I'm gonna bring this out and I'll close it. Job 20. Okay. I'll start at verse 11. All right. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down in the dust with him. All right. So everything this guy has gotten is going down, man. He's been, like, there's a saying in the world, we've been made. Yeah, you've been made. Okay. Everybody knows who you are now. People know who Esau, Edom is. Even the small hats over there in the land. What is their breakdown in their Mishnah of who you are? They say the Romans, the descendants of the Romans, the Europeans are the Edomites. So your whole house is basically collapsing, man. All right? The whole thing. And Yahweh Shai prophesied these things, man. Okay? Those of you are laxing around, man, like this shit ain't about to turn up. You know? If you don't have the fear of the Lord in you, I can't give it to you, man. All right? You have to dig deep and find that. Because if you find it too late, it ain't gonna matter. I'm telling you. All right, verse 12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue. All right. So we know how this guy gets, man. He likes to say wicked things and under the guise of it being virtuous or sweet, but it's not. He'll call it something hate speech, but really what he's doing is stopping you from speaking out against wickedness. Because you're supposed to hate wickedness, right? But he says, no, you can't hate anything. You can only love things, right? And then he uses discretion to manipulate these things. You know, verse 13, though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his youth. Okay? Within his mouth, Salakia. All right, and it says, yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of asp within him. It's like you ate a bunch of food all at once, and you just feel sick. All of this gold he didn't wrap and then wrangle together out of these nations. All of the cobalt, the lithium, the silver, okay, the uranium. He's running up all of that, man. Everywhere you have resources on the planet Earth, there's a military base within a few hundred miles. Okay? Believe that. The only reason it's not there because he don't know it's there. You think he's in Afghanistan for 20 years because he cares about democracy in the Middle East? No. There's a $1 trillion vein of lithium, gold, silver, copper. All right, and he had massive poppy fields over there, man. Poppy fields are those poppy flowers that where you get medicine from, heroin. Okay, so that's why he's over there, man. But he's been gorging himself the whole time, man. Not sharing nothing with nobody. You know. It says, verse 15, he swallowed down riches and he shall vomit them up again. All right. So this embarrassment, the fact that he's being on the world stage, being exposed, this is the moment the Most High will shine the spotlight on you before the embarrassing moments happen. All right. And that's very embarrassing to eat, to be the only one at the table. You eating everything, you're busting full, you feel sick, and then you throw up in front of everybody, man. All right, that's what's getting ready to happen with the U.S. dollar, with the debt crisis that's going on. It's going to be a big vomit, man. And what is he going to have to do? He's going to have to lock things down with something that ain't money. All right, he may tell you it's some credits or you can buy this or buy that, but it ain't money. Real money is gold, okay, silver, precious metals, commodities with fixed quantities. That's what money is backed by, okay? Hell, even back in the Roman days when they used salt, it was more righteous than the U.S. dollar today, man. Goodness. All right, and it says, verse 15 again, he has swallowed down riches, he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. All right, he shall suck the poison of asp, and the viper's tongue shall slay him. Okay, he shall not see rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter, and that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. All right, so all of the things that he's been working for, he planned World War I, World War II, he's planning World War III. He's got these world economic forums and all of these laws set up in place to ensnare everybody, to basically turn everybody into a farm. He wants to farm humans, man. All right? He's going to do all of that and then fumble. All right? It's like having a game-winning touchdown. You make a 80-yard bomb, you catch it, all right, to win the game, and then you just fumble that motherfucker right at the end, man. That's what's getting ready to happen to this guy, okay? It's that which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein. And what is his substance? The whole earth, man, the fatness of the earth. He literally has everything, man. So he's going to run the whole earth. And no, it's not you, Moab. All right, it's not another sect of Edomites, the Russians. All right, it's not the Persians. All right, it's the Israelites that are next. We're the ones telling you the prophecy, and who were the prophecies given to? Israel. Okay. It ain't just we doing a service to tell all the nations that y'all are all gonna be rich one day. No. Y'all, some of y'all gonna be rich eventually after 1,000 years of hell getting put on you, man. After you rebuilt and restore everything you've destroyed, man. After you've been repaid for your collusion with the wicked, okay? I'll close it here, verse 19. Because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away an house which he builded not. Okay, so that's the point, man. This is what's happening. This is why he's gonna unplug your controller, so to speak, because he's out of moves. He can't beat the popular opinion, even of his own people, man. Okay. And ultimately, this is the Spirit of the Lord doing all of this, you know. So that's it, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Achak V'dash Shalom Kwam Yasharallah.